Hi everyone, it's Leona with Leona's Designs, and I'm back with another Scripture Sunday 2025. And we are still in May. This is the last week of May, and we are still focusing on scriptures about grace. So we are on week 21, and the scripture is 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9, which says, "And he said to me, My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." Therefore, God is saying to us believers that His grace is sufficient, which means His grace is enough. It's all we need. We don't need anything else. Whatever needs or hopes or dreams or whatever is in our mind that we think we need on this earth, God's grace can provide that for us. And He says, "For my strength is made perfect in weakness." So when we're feeling weak, we need to call on Him, and He will give us His strength. So let's see what we can do with this verse this week in our art journals or junk journals or prayer journals. I have prompts that you can follow if you'd like. The color is blue, the shape is oval, and the art supply is paint. Now I have taken the liberty to go ahead and design my page ahead of time. I didn't really plan to do it that way, but I went into Canva to see what image I could find that would inspire me for this verse, and I found this really cute image of a mama bird with her babies. And I thought, oh, this would fit right in with this verse. So I went ahead and used the image and kind of altered it a little bit and typed the scripture on it. And I'm going to use this for my page, for my focal page and for my scripture. I'm just going to fussy cut it out and arrange it on the page in my art journal, because I have this image here that I really don't want to use. So I'm going to gesso over this page, and then I will cut this out and glue it down. But before I do that, I do have some blue acrylic paint that I'm going to use over the gesso just to cover the whole page before I glue the image and the scripture down. I also went ahead and cut out my letters for the header of the page, Sufficient Grace. So it seems like it's going to be a pretty simple video today, just showing you what I've created and hopefully inspiring you to maybe create a page of your own. So right now I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to get my gesso out. I'm going to start gessoing this page, and then we'll wait for that to dry, and I'll come back and I will add some blue paint. I hope everyone's having a good day and enjoying the nicer weather. Hopefully it's nicer weather where you are. It's getting to be here. It's starting to be more like summer weather than spring weather. Kind of in the 60s every day, so most days are still cloudy, but at least they're warmer, and we're not getting lots of rain, which is nice. Whoops, I keep bumping the camera, sorry. I'm going to move it up a little bit. But this is our last week of verses on grace. I hope you've enjoyed this month of scriptures of grace, and the previous months I've enjoyed bringing them to you, and I'm trying to get this gesso out. Oops, I got it out in the wrong place. Next month we'll have a new topic, and I will let you know that next week. So if you're wanting to know what the scriptures are for next month, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos. This is going to be a year-long project with different verses, topics, scriptures every month. So by the time we get to December, we'll have a nice journal filled with all different scriptures and art. I hope. That's my plan anyway. God willing. So now I'm just going to wait for this gesso to dry, and then I'll be back to paint the blue over this page. Okay, well, the gesso's just about dry. A little bit tacky yet, but I'm just going to add the paint now and let it all dry together. I thought I might use a little bit of stencils around the border. Whoops. Got some on my finger. Wasn't planning to do that. Let's see. I gotta get something to put my paint on. And I've got some dark blue and some light blue. Just a little bit. I think I'm going to use some dark blue for the border. And see what we get here. Got these stencils that I thought might make a nice looking border. See what this is going to look like. Maybe I'd make a darker blue border and then put the light blue in them towards the middle of the page. This looks okay. Got a little bit too much in that one corner. So let's just continue going around. Can't believe that we're almost to half of the year already. 26 weeks makes half a year. And we're on week 21. Time does go fast. Especially in the summer for me. 'Cause I love summer. Just a little bit more with this stencil. And then I guess I better do it on this side too, just to make it look uniform. Makes a nice border. Now I'm just going to take this blue, just kind of scatter it around. most of the page will be covered up by the image anyway. I did fussy cut out the image and the text. Oops, shouldn't have did that. Wasn't paying attention what I was doing there. Oh well, it'll have to be good enough. So this week, we're focusing on God's grace being sufficient, being enough, being all we need, being our strength, our power, our peace, our protection, our hope. So whatever we might find ourselves in this week, we can always ask God for His grace to overcome. Okay. I'm going to let that dry, but I think my image is going to look really good on that. And the text, I will come back and glue down. And then I will put the title at the top of the page, and we'll be finished. Well, this is how I've got it laid out. That title is a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to have to overlap this scripture. But I think it'll work. Once I get the title glued down, then I can kind of rearrange the main focal point. So right now I'm going to glue this title down, and then I'll be back to see how we're going to finish off the page. Okay, there we have it. I got everything glued down. I think it looks really good. So I used the blue, and the oval I'm calling to be my nest. And what was my other prompt? Oh, paint. Blue paint. So I used all the prompts and the scripture, and I think it makes a very nice page. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you're inspired to try making a page yourself. And I hope to see you again next week for a new series for June. Have a great day and be blessed in God's grace. Bye-bye.